Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond Your Hood, episode 5. Wow. Before we get into this episode, make sure to like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe.
What are you doing? Why haven't you subscribed, Jam? You're gonna get me mad. I'm gonna punch at this camera.
Hey, you're scaring them.
You're scaring them.
Today, guys, we're joined by a very, very special guest. She's a BAFTA Young Presenter Award winner. She's interviewed and presented on the BAFTA red carpet. Dots, have you ever been on no red carpet?
I wish.
I've never been on no red carpet. I've been on a grey carpet, which is the concrete and the ends, but I ain't been on no red carpet before. So yeah, she also is a champion of a thriving society that encourages young people to go out to spread the gospel, to really uphold and deliver the Great Commission. She's also a journalist, a blogger, and a podcast presenter with her very own podcast that's doing a lot of development at the moment and going to produce great things, all at the tender age of 20 years old. Wow. She's also a journalism student. I'll talk a bit more about that later. But guys, all at the age of 20. What was you doing at 20?
Playing games, man.
Playing games, bro. Playing FIFA. Games. But today, guys, we are joined with Precious.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Good. I'm feeling good. I'm excited to be on this podcast today and have a conversation with you guys.
Thank the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Episode 5, man. But cool, as we usually like to do, typical Beyond Your Hood custom, we just want to talk a bit about your upbringing. So if you don't mind just talking about, I guess, early life, maybe your early interests as a child, family life, also where you're from, background, ethnicity, parents. Yeah, let's go, man.
Cool. So I'm from Southeast London. So shout out to all the people from Southeast, not South, but Southeast. So yeah, my background.
Why the difference? You don't like
because
South?
I feel like
you don't want to be South.
Yeah.
You don't want to be associated.
I feel like people from Southeast really stick to Southeast. Okay. But yeah. So
I'm going really left here.
No, yeah.
What is the I was on TikTok the other day, right? What is the Thamesmead accent?
There's no
Thamesmead have accent. I saw Thamesmead don't have accent.
No.
Nah,
I saw something, and it said that there's a Thamesmead accent, and it's like Nigerian. It's like a Nigerian pidgin infused English.
Nah, I think they're probably talking about like the Nigerians that live there, because I feel like.
But ain't that Woolwich though? I saw Woolwich.
Yeah, Woolwich. Yeah.
But they said Thamesmead, Woolwich, those areas
like filled with Nigerians.
Like they said, like Naira Marley. What's the girl's name? Madam Joyce, like the way how the way how these people kind of speak is like the Thamesmead accent.
I've never heard that before. I'll be so
you lot do your research. Sorry.
Do I have an accent?
No, I wouldn't say I have an accent.
Yeah, so yeah.
Sorry, continue.
So I grew up in Thamesmead for a very little while. I think I'd say till about like 9.
Okay.
Then we moved around quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. And then obviously fast forward into primary school. We're still living in Thamesmead. I was very bubbly during primary school. I liked to dance. I can say I was very like expressive, creative child. Like I wasn't quiet or silent. I was part of me and my best friends at the time. We were part of like a group called Sugar, Honey and Spice, I think.
What's going on there?
It was a Sugar, Honey and Spice. Yeah, so we danced in our school's talent
What kind
show.
of dancing?
Like, Afrobeat.
Okay.
Afrobeat. I thought it was gonna be like breakdancing or something.
Nah, one day.
Contemporary.
Nah,
like
I can't
ballet.
do all that. I'm not flexible enough. So it was Afrobeats. We won the competition. I think we were in like year 6.
Jeez.
So I loved dancing. I also loved a bit of art as well. So like you can tell that I'm like a creative person. Then went to secondary school, and I feel like secondary school builds character.
Oh, it does.
So I went to girls' school, and I feel like
what was the school called? Shout out.
Chislehurst School for Girls.
Chislehurst.
Yeah.
Wow. How did you find growing up in a girls'
He was gonna say, "Oh yeah, I know what that is." I saw it on your face.
It was actually. It was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. It was actually calm. Like, the girls at the time, everyone was funny. It was vibes. Some people, obviously, you have the 1-2 people that move weird. But all other than that, it was actually good.
But now looking back on it, would you have preferred to go to like a mixed school, or would you say?
You know, sometimes I wish I did. But my dad did not want me to. He was like, oh no, like, I don't want you with boys. But then to me, it's like, I went primary school boys, so why wouldn't you want me to? It didn't make sense.
I can understand maybe where he's coming from, like the logic behind it objectively.
Like, fair enough.
But maybe in practically, like in practicality.
Yeah. So then, went to a girls' school. That's where I met my best friend. We'll talk about her later on.
Shout out the best friend.
Yeah, shout out her. You guys will know. But girls' school was calm. But then I think I also had a YouTube channel as well. Right. So I was posting during secondary school. I was posting like vlogs.
Oh, that's cool.
The twins in.
Oh, did you do vlogs as well?
Something like that.
Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot to tell you. I had singing videos.
Really?
Growing up. Yeah. If you type up in fact, I'm not even going to say how you find it. But I have singing videos. That was like primary school time. So I used to sing a lot with my guitar.
Wow.
Yeah, and then secondary school vlogs, sit down videos with my friends. So people knew I had a channel. Even people back in ends, like everyone knew me as like Precious Always.
That girl
YouTube
that was
channel.
doing the YouTube stuff, etc.
Yeah.
So really creative from young. Kind of similar to Dotun. He don't really like talking about it much, but he used to do a lot of YouTube back in the day as well, like growing up.
Yeah, quite a bit.
What do you used to do?
Just challenges, just dumb stuff. Like, you know, like what's that challenge? Like ice and salt challenge.
Oh yeah.
I just used to do all those dumb sort of trends and challenges, but.
But we see, like, I think even from your early interests, it always transcends into like what you do now, I guess, almost.
Yeah.
So like I think when we were speaking, we were saying, how do you know what it is that you want to do or what it is that you're interested in, that as you get older, what do you want to take seriously? Of course it can change, but a lot of the time it's what you liked as a child, what you first kind of found yourself interested in, and that kind of like transcends. Like for me, when I was young, I just said I always wanted to be Prime Minister. I always wanted to be a politician. Growing up, then from there, I wanted to do like civil service, but civil service, I realized, maybe I don't enjoy it as much, but the same skills, the transferable skills like reading, writing, public speaking is basically like what I'm pursuing now at the moment. So a lot of the time, it's always your early childhood dreams that you kind of live out.
Yeah.
So you're saying, how many siblings do you have?
There's 5 of us.
5? Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'm the second oldest.
Second oldest?
Yeah.
Well, how old is the oldest?
She's 27.
Wow.
Yeah, turning 28 this year, yeah. So we're 8 years apart. Yeah.
Are you guys still close?
Yeah, we're very close. Yeah, we're very close. And then the youngest is 9.
9, okay.
Yeah.
That boy?
Wow, that's a huge
boy, yeah, so he's the only boy, and then 4 girls. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, literally. Yeah.
No, fair
Definitely
enough.
get sent shops, isn't it?
No, he's 9.
Exposing your childhood. Exposing your childhood.
But like, one day he would though. He definitely would.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we grew up in Southeast, family of 5. I guess family life fairly straightforward.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like anything that's like.
Did you say what country you're from?
Oh no, I didn't. So my mum's from Ghana and my dad's Nigerian.
Okay.
So how was it growing up?
It was calm. People always say like, oh, like I remember when I would tell people the first time, they're like, how do your parents get along? Like, how is this possible? And I'm like, bro, it's just a relationship. Like, it's not a country thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, and my mum most of the time, like she cooks Nigerian food as well.
Oh really?
So she's not like, I don't see my mum as like a proper Ghanaian mum.
Unless she knows her stuff.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. So it's like, only when she's on the phone, only when she's on the phone to her Ghanaian friends. That's when I'm like, oh yeah, like, mum's from Ghana.
So what do you see yourself more as, Ghanaian, Nigerian?
Ghanaian, but that's where are you guys from? Nigerian.
Yeah, answer first, and I'll say afterwards.
What? I'm Jamaican.
Really?
Yeah.
And you?
No, I'm joking. I'm Nigerian.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought you were Jamaican. Maybe because of the hair. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. No, I get that. I get it.
Yeah. I don't think you were Jamaican.
Fries, bro. Fries. Yeah, I am still.
Fairs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm half Ghanaian, half Nigerian.
When I met you, you weren't really. You was just more Ghana. I wasn't really. She don't really claim her Nigerian side.
Yeah, I wouldn't think I'm from Nigeria.
But that's just because I feel like Ghanaians are just lit.
Whoa, what does that mean? What does that mean?
What do you mean by that?
Like in terms of like the food, the music, the dance moves.
Fairs.
Like Nigerians are lit. Don't get me wrong, but
She said that this girl here, bro.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's understandable. That's understandable.
Fair enough. So saying home life was cool, pretty much. early interests you've gone on. So I guess what did you kind of get on to do in terms of like, say like 16 above, whether like sixth form, college? What did you go on to do?
Yeah, so obviously I was still like posting on YouTube, but very inconsistent. I think that's something I need to work on. Inconsistency is like it's not there. But so I was still posting on YouTube. Obviously my GCSEs came and GCSEs happened like after lockdown.
Okay.
Right.
So I remember year 10, we heard on the news that there was a lockdown. And I was like, nah, this can't be real. Yeah, I didn't think like we were gonna stay in for that long.
Yeah.
And lockdown was also the time when I discovered TikTok.
Ooh,
so it completely distracted me. Like it ruined my revision and everything. So when it coming back to school, I literally didn't know what I was doing. The grades showed. So I ended up I got like a 7 in English.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, English language as well.
All right.
But then everything else was like rubbish.
Okay.
But I passed.
Okay.
So then I wanted to go on to study sciences for A levels.
All right.
But then because of my what's the word? Grades. Yeah. One of the teachers, I'll never forget, he was like to me, forget about the medicine dream. I said that I wanted to study medicine. We had our results and then I went up to like the teachers because then we had to like decide on the day what we were going to study. Because I stayed in my secondary school, A levels. And he was like, Precious, look, you're clearly good at English, so forget about the medicine dream because you're not doing it. And I literally cried.
Oh, man.
But then I think I cried because I was scared to disappoint my mum, not because I actually wanted to do medicine like that.
Oh, so you feel like your mum was the main influence?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. It's like a lot of people, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
yeah. So then my mum came down to the school and she was like, if you don't let my daughter Shut up, mum. She went down to the school with my auntie and she was like, if you don't let Precious study the sciences so that she can go on to study medicine at university or not, she's not coming back here. And then they're like, you know what? We'll let her do it since you're so adamant. So then ended up doing it and was completely a waste of 2 years.
Ouch. That must have been awkward though, like.
Yeah. Kind of like an I told you so. Mm. Yeah.
But looking back on it now, what would you have wanted to study instead?
Definitely like, if I stayed at my school, because they did like a media BTEC, so it would have been like media BTEC, English, and then maybe something like sociology.
Okay.
Yeah, something like writing based.
I done history, sociology, and English, so it's kind of similar. Yeah. But when you said it was like a completely different waste of what did you do?
Business, law, media.
Okay.
So when you say it was a complete waste of time, what do you mean by that? Like,
I just didn't know what I was doing.
Okay.
Like, so I studied biology, psychology, and BTEC applied science, which is all 3 of the sciences. Mm-hmm. But it's like the level of it is like just above GCSEs, but it's not as hard as A levels.
Yeah.
So I was like in between, and BTEC was easy because it's not exam, so you're kind of just doing your own research and experiments in the lab and stuff like that. Psychology, I liked it, but I think I picked it because I liked it, but I didn't like it enough to study it. You know them ones. And then biology is just like so, what's the word? Like it's so like and like the mark scheme you have to get it right. So it's like you can know the answer, but if you don't say it in a way that the mark scheme is asking, it's not correct. And then I got a job as well. In sixth form, like for the whole 2 years. So because I was working a lot, I didn't like what I was studying. And then, so the revision.
Just seeing the cash in and you're just thinking.
Money.
Yeah. Where did you work?
McDonald's.
Okay. How did you find that?
How's that?
Wow,
do you know what? It was good. But like, I only liked it because I was getting money. Yeah. And like, I can't lie, the people that I worked with, 30 people.
Okay, they're good there. Good people.
Yeah, and I also got recognised.
Really?
I just remembered, like people would literally come up to the till and be like, oh, Precious always.
Really?
Yeah.
You remind me of this guy, like whenever we go out and like he gets stopped everywhere, like, oh my gosh, is that Dots?
Famous celebs.
We went to shoot a video in Birmingham, right? And I kid you not, someone asked for his autograph.
Really?
No, that was crazy. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I done that.
No, but you'll be shocked to like how many people actually know you until you go out and then people actually like, oh.
The guy backed out his A-level like
AQA
practice exam paper and got his autograph. So it happens all the time. So fair enough. You never know if you're putting out work consistently, you never know who's watching. And I guess when you see like in person, someone actually recognizing for you, your work is a bit, I don't know, how'd that make you feel?
Yeah, I was just like, raw, like, amazing. People actually know me. But then I didn't like it as well, because I'm working in Mackey's, and people are saying, Precious Ways, when's the next podcast? I'm thinking, hey, guys, this is...
Just trying to finish my shift,
literally,
man. Fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, last but not least then, so, like, university. You know, do you want to say what uni you go? Like?
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't mind. DMU, Leicester.
Shout out Leicester.
Yeah, shout out Leicester.
And what would you say your uni experience was like?
It's been all right. It's been calm, like, because I remember before going to university, let me even come back. I feel like I've jumped a couple bits.
Go on,
yeah, so obviously I studied my A-levels.
Yeah,
and
the sciences.
Yeah, the sciences. Didn't like it. Then I just wasn't doing well. Like, it was very evident. Kept getting E's in practice paper. Even when I would cheat, I was just still failing.
That's when you know something.
Yeah, that's when you know it's wrong. And my mum would always like be asking me, "Oh, how's it going?" I'm like, yeah, it's going well.
Tell her it's going well.
I just didn't tell her. And then so then my best friend, I must have had a mental breakdown. My best friend was like, if you could do anything in the world, like, what would it be? And I was like, oh, journalism, because I was part of the journalism club in primary school. So like the memories were coming back, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm actually good at. And I was doing YouTube and my podcast here and there called Precious Always Talks, but I don't do that anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, so like that was kind of like, okay, cool, you're gonna go do journalism. So then finished A-levels, got DMU, D for psychology, merit for BTech, and then U for biology. But I didn't want to go to uni. So like talking about going to uni, I didn't actually want to go. But I applied to the BBC apprenticeship.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they were doing like a level 5, I think, apprenticeship for journalism.
That's pretty like up there.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. I don't want to go uni, but I can do an apprenticeship. Applied for it, didn't get it. But then I was like, okay, it's all right. Like,
things were looking kind of bleak.
Yeah, literally, like, a bit bleak. Nothing was working. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna stay in Mackey's, and then I'm just gonna work, and then reapply again the year after that. But then obviously results came, got DMU, and then I was like, I'm just gonna pray and ask God if He wants me to go uni. So I fasted for like 3 days, I think, and then on the 3rd day, DMU reached out to me and said that, oh, we want to offer you a spot on the journalism course. Okay. And yeah, got into uni.
So you said, cool. Bit of turbulence, but you know what? I've got DMU. I'm just gonna make the most of it.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't really much to make with that grade.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, just worked with the cards that you was kind of dealt with, kind of thing. I think it's important though. I guess sometimes in life, not everything goes as you want it to. But I guess
it's about how you bounce back, man.
Yeah,
literally, it's about how you kind of flip things. Me personally, I always pride myself on making something out of nothing. So my whole life, I've prided myself on literally, cool, I've got X, I'm gonna make 3 X's. I've got 3 X's, I'm gonna make 10 X's. And I think it's a trait that a lot of the successful people that I've spoken to and met have. You know, when things don't go necessarily your way, how can you accept that they're not going your way, accept that, well, it's your fault, it's not your fault, whoever's fault it is, but cool, these are the cards that I've been dealt. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it.
Exactly, yeah.
How can I move on? How can I make something out of this? And we'll get onto it. You've been making at work. So let's say study journalism, and then I think the first thing that we can't miss or jump out and not talk about is the BAFTA. So if word on the curb, word on the streets fills my ears right, I hear that you're a young BAFTA award winner. Like, what even is that?
Yeah, so a BAFTA Young Presenter is basically someone that they do a competition every year, and people apply for it, and then they pick out young people that want to get into the presenting and TV industry. Okay. So around the time of like me not knowing what I want to do after like A-levels, because obviously we scrapped medicine. We said we're not doing that. So my best friend, on a random day, I don't even know when, but yeah, she sent it to me, and she was like, oh, Precious, like, you should do this. I didn't know what BAFTA was. I wasn't familiar. She was like, oh, it's the Oscars version of the UK. And I was like, oh, fair. So I was like, okay, cool.
Broski, did I not say that to you? When we was talking one time, I basically said that it's like the Oscar. I don't know if it was you, but I said that to someone. That was a pretty...
That wasn't you.
That's a pretty good description of it.
Yeah, so
the Oscars of the
UK. So she was like, oh yeah, you should apply to this since you want to get into like presenting and you've already got a podcast and stuff. So I just applied to it, but then I didn't have that much time to work with anything. So I remember I was going church that like month or that week, whatever. And then the theme was connection in terms of friendship. So I just went around in church and I was asking people, what does connection mean to you in terms of friendship?
Was you recording this?
My sister was recording.
She was recording this.
Yeah,
okay.
so it was literally on an iPhone, and then I used my phone as the mic.
Okay.
So shout out everyone in that church, because if it wasn't for you guys as well, I feel like So yeah, I literally just asked them, put the video together, and then I just remember sitting on my staircase at home, and I was literally like, God, let your will be done, and I sent it. Wow. Yeah, like because I didn't think I would actually get it.
So this one is just raw, like phone.
Whatever happens, happens.
Literally, that's literally what it was.
Wow,
yeah. And then a couple weeks later, I got an email. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Sorry, I just remembered. So I was on FaceTime to Shia, that's my best friend.
Shout out
shout out Shia. And then I was complaining to her about my life because I was like, oh, like, I didn't do well with my, no, sorry, this was before A-level results day, but I was like, I'm not doing well with A-levels. Like, I'm not understanding. My mum wants me to do medicine, but I don't even know. Like,
come on, Mumsy.
Come on, Mum. So I was complaining to her, and then I get an email and it says BAFTA whilst I'm complaining to her. So I click on it and then I scream, and then she's like, Precious, what? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, like they just emailed me saying I'm one of the 9 finalists.
What?
That they selected me, and I was like, wait. And then, bruh.
How did that make you feel when you received that email?
I was like happy, because I was just like, there's no way, like, I literally applied to it for BAFTAs. I didn't think anything was going to happen. Yeah. And then I'm seeing, oh, you're one out of the 9 finalists. We want to invite you to our headquarters for the second audition.
As you was literally in the moment or in the midst of complaining about your life
God said shut up.
to your best friend, and you was going through your email, you saw BAFTA in your emails, they invited you. You was one of the 9 people.
Yeah.
Then out of how many?
Out of apparently like 200 to 300 people applied.
Wow. 200 to 300 people.
Yeah, between the ages of 10 to 18.
10 to 18.
Yeah.
And you was 18 at the time.
Yes, I just got it.
I just did that. So you was like the percentile.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Okay. Wow.
It's good, man.
And you got in, and I assume later on you got it.
Yeah.
Did you have to do like another process to get in?
Yeah, so when they invited us in to the headquarters, we had to interview the person that won last year. So shout out my little brother, Jiraiya. He won it in 2022.
Jiraiya, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I interviewed him, and then they just really liked it. And then, they called me, I think, a week after, and then they were like, yeah,
you got
won
it. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow, hats off to you, man.
Thank you, guys.
I say, quick one, for anyone, I guess, who's even this kind of world is a bit different to the world that I'm used to in terms of like presenting and auditions and stuff. What advice could you give to any, I guess, young budding presenters that have maybe their first audition or their first kind of work that they have to present to get into something or to win a prize? What kind of advice would you give to them for someone doing it? Because you was literally doing it for the first time. You've never done it before. What advice would you kind of give them?
I'd say definitely like first of all, be yourself. Because I was being myself. Yeah. Sorry. And I feel like being a go-getter as well. Because before BAFTA, I was doing a lot.
Yeah.
Because there was no such thing as BAFTA. So it's like I had to do anything to kind of make a name for myself. And I think even after BAFTA, I kind of slowed down because I think, oh, I got it now. But it's like, you can't do that in life. Like, make sure you actually continue with the work ethic that you have. So yeah, be yourself. Make sure you have good camera quality because it's BAFTA at the end of the day. Like, you need to make sure you're coming correct. Caption your videos as well, like when you're interviewing people, because I feel like as well we need to be inclusive, especially like for people that are maybe deaf. You want to make sure that they can read what you're saying. Because I remember when I went to the headquarters, Lisa, one of the ladies that is like in charge of the BAFTA Young Presenters, she was like, she loved the way that I edited it and I put captions because like I made an effort to make sure like everyone can understand.
The effort kind of speaks.
Exactly.
I feel like even sometimes your effort, okay, I know you said quality matters, but I feel like sometimes your effort can speak more than, I guess, sometimes your actual output. Like if someone can see that, you know what, this girl's hungry, like I can actually see she's put in a lot of effort. I can genuinely see that, you know, this is important to me. And I can see that she shares the same kind of level of care. Naturally, people just be more inclined to give you opportunities when they can just see that, you know what? You actually care. I can see you putting so much effort. Like, why would I not give it to you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And also, as you said, in regards to quality as well. Say like, not to badmouth anything, but say if you had like, you know, a blurry camera or something, you might think, oh, this applicant isn't very serious.
Exactly.
Go on to the next person. So quality does matter.
It goes hand in hand. Yeah. Okay, so fair enough. BAFTAs was there. Talk a bit about the actual experience. What was that like actually doing it?
So, oh my gosh, the first thing I did was host at something called the Cheltenham Literature Festival.
That sounds very posh.
Yes, it was. Like, the area was posh. Because that's the place where they do all like the races, and stuff. Yeah, so I remember I met Jacqueline Wilson. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
You lot weren't reading your books in primary school. And it shows.
You don't know who Jacqueline Wilson? Hey, Jacqueline Wilson, she's a very important person in my life growing up. But so I met her.
Just for context, just in case people don't know who is Jacqueline Wilson.
Oh, like Tracy Beaker.
All right.
What else did she... There was a lot of books that she wrote back in the day that everyone just used to read. But so there was lots of authors at the event. So my role was to like introduce them on stage or like interview them. So I was doing a lot of hosting. And I remember one of them, I hosted in front of like 800 people, but they were old.
800?
Yeah.
So you're saying like age 50 and above?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like 800 white people. Like the only black people in the room was me and my mum, because my mum came with me.
Shout out mum.
Yeah, shout out mum. Yeah, so she...
What was that like? I guess, how did you...
Oh, the transitioning.
Yeah, how did you prepare? Like, one day you're just at home, you're in church on your 2 iPhones, you're just recording people, and then bam, bish bash boss, you're on a red carpet in front of 800 people who are clearly of a different demographic to you. How did you prepare? How did you kind of manage that transition?
Yeah.
Because it's like an overnight almost kind of thing.
Yeah, then also, as well, like, another element would be like nerves and that as well. Especially, how old was you at the time?
18.
So 18. Speaking in front of hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah.
You must be nervous. So.
Yeah, I was. I remember when I got on and my legs were shaking. And with me, when I'm nervous, I tap my legs.
Yeah.
And I was like, Holy Spirit, please. I literally said, Holy Spirit, please, like,
calm my nerves.
help me.
Yeah.
And then I just did it. Because it's like, you can't run away now. I've won the 100%. Thing. I can't now say I'm scared. So I just did it. Yeah. And then after the Cheltenham Literature Festival, I hosted at the Young BAFTA Showcase. It's something they do every year, I believe, for young people in London. I think they do it for schools. So they come in and then they just get told about BAFTA and like different things they can do in the industry. So I interviewed some actor called Taz Skylar.
Okay.
Yeah. So just a lot of interviewing, hosting. Yeah, big names.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did that, I guess, going on forward, like from, I guess, wrapping up, what year was that BAFTA ceremony?
2023.
Okay, 2023. So you done that, you've gotten there, you're on the carpet, you've interviewed all these big names, you dabbled now even into public speaking, presenting. That whole experience, what was the main thing that you took from that experience kind of going forward?
I'd say it definitely built my confidence.
Yeah.
And I'd also say, like, because people always like, oh, how do you feel when you meet celebrities? It showed me, like, everyone's human. Because lucky enough for me, I feel like God has given me, like, I'm very humble. So it's like, I'm not going to go see a celeb and, like, start moving mad. Like, I just see them as, like, normal people. So because of my character, it's taught me that, like, everyone's human. And, like, anyone can get to where they are. Like, it's just about how bad
you want it.
Do you want it?
How
so
bad
it's
do you want
definitely
it?
taught me that. Yeah, literally, how bad do you want it, guys? If you don't want it bad enough, then closed mouths don't get fed.
Wow, that is serious.
Yeah.
That is serious.
And they've given like good advice as well.
Yeah.
Like especially when you're one-on-one with celebrities. Like I was at the BAFTA TV Awards the other day.
All right.
That's another thing. So because obviously I'm 18, BAFTA, they don't just let me do the presenting stuff because now obviously I'm older. I can work at the TV Awards as a chaperone. Yeah, so I was looking after a celebrity called Katie Piper.
Okay.
And she was just giving me advice, like on like
free game.
Yeah, literally.
Free game.
Yeah, so
those are the biggest ones. I think it's even something that we even kind of learn. I guess having mentors and stuff to kind of guide you through definitely helps a lot. You don't know everything.
Yeah.
And everybody needs somebody. Even in this thing that even if with this people on your level, maybe not celebrities or up or down, like even when we context, where did we meet? Where do we?
The speed mentoring.
Cool. So we met at like a mentoring event, and then we just kind of kept in contact from there. And I met your best friend as well that we keep talking about that we'll dive into.
Yeah.
And I just remembered, okay, she said she done some podcasts and stuff. So Emi was here. This is months later. We was doing some BYH. Okay, well, how are we gonna do this, do that? I was thinking, okay, who do I know? Who do I know? Cool, message you. Was able to get some advice, some tips. Now we're here.
Yeah.
So I guess everybody needs somebody. Literally. So don't try and do this thing alone at all, man.
100%. Would you say you have any cheat codes?
Cheat codes,
I would say
cheat codes. You know what? It's actually God.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. Like, I remember in secondary school, there was a time when I had certain friends, and I was doing YouTube. They were doing it as well, and at that time period, they were like doing better than me. So I was actually, and there was like other YouTubers that I looked up to at the time, and I would ask them for advice, and they weren't trying to help.
Hey, that's
and like
I
hate people like that. I'm so
trying
sorry.
to name, no, I'm joking. Don't name
No,
this shit.
I'm not gonna name. But like, respectfully, I dislike people like that because it's like, why don't you want to help? And then now that I've won the BAFTA thing, you're coming back to me asking for advice.
Wow.
Like,
you know what it is? It's always like that in life, though. It's value. It's value. That's why I always say, like, never like underestimate people, because you never know who's gonna be the next person.
Exactly.
100%.
If you're always giving out value to everyone, then being relational, not transactional.
Word. And it's also a thing where it's like, you never know when someone's time's coming. So say, for example, I'm talking to someone and I'm trying to gain some insights and they move a certain type of way. Next thing you know, next year I could be in a different position and then they would want advice. So just be careful.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I'd say, like, because I remember there was actually a Sunday when my pastor told us to pray for favor, and then I was praying for it, and then that's when I won the things. I feel like when you include God in everything you do, there's no way he won't uplift you.
Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom and everything will be added onto you. I think that's a good one though, man. Putting God first, and also not underestimating people as well, man. Yeah. Because you really know, like, my closest, I guess, what this always reminds me of, let's say, okay, we're going to take it back here. Let's say, like, you know, back in the hood, I remember I had this one friend, nobody liked this guy. Nobody liked this guy at all. And out of nowhere, I think this was like early the days, he started doing some questionable things. And this guy became super lit out of nowhere. Like, this was like 2017 or 18. Now he's coming, he's in Giuseppe's, and you know, like these days now, Giuseppe's or Notties now, if you're, get me, you have to have some readies for that one. And he's now super lit. But I think what it is now is that everyone now wants to kind of be a part of that thing that's kind of going on. So I feel like it's always good to build with people so that, you know, when that time comes, you aren't taken advantage of almost. But
and that's why, sorry to cut you off, but that's why even now there's so many like other young people that have seen that I've done the competition and they're asking for advice, and like I'll freely give all my tips to you because I know how hard it was for me to do it. So
what do you lot think about gatekeeping? Like, since we're on the topic,
you know what it is? I feel like when it comes to gatekeeping, some people won't gatekeep, but it's like, if you give them information and it allows them to become better than you, that's where certain people start to feel that type of.
Okay, let me make it personal. Do you feel like you gatekeep?
No, I wouldn't say I gatekeep.
Okay,
I wouldn't say I gate.
What is gatekeeping?
Gatekeeping is like withholding information or withholding certain things that allow certain people to get into certain positions.
That's
when you say it like that, you sound mad sinister. Like,
no, but it's true.
So would you say, let's say, like, if there was a young someone on TikTok, obviously you're quite known on the platform and you've got a lot of stuff going for you in that aspect. Someone message you and they say, yo, like, I really enjoy your content. Do you mind sharing with me some tips, like some of the stuff you've done to get to this point? Would you be genuinely real with them and tell them what you've actually done to amass, like, all the amount of followers, likes you've gotten?
Do you want to go first?
Oh, okay.
No, you go first.
Okay. I would say yes, I'm very genuine when it comes to that sort of stuff. However, I know that there's certain people that would give information back but wouldn't be information that they used. So they would provide certain things that maybe they've heard from other people, but they don't want to provide things that they've heard
that's very true,
experienced themselves. So
What about you?
Do you know what I learned though?
Do you think you gatekeep? Go ahead.
I don't. I think I give too much, and then even my best friend's like, "Precious, why are you like just freeing up and like calm down?" But I was gonna say what I realized is that when people ask that question, what do you really say? Because I honestly believe it's about who you know. Because I used to ask people, "Oh, how did you get there?" And they'll literally just say, "Oh, I connected with this person. I went out more. I persevered." Because now that I'm here, it's like people ask me, "Oh, but how did you get to where you are?" I just applied to the competition and then I got it. Obviously, it's God, but it's like it's about who you know. So I think just put yourself out there. Consistency is key. Like the more you put yourself out there, the more you create content, the more you be yourself, then you'll just, if it's for you, it will be for you.
100%. But as well, I would look at it like for you to do that, you've taken the first step, because there would be certain individuals that would see, oh, I can apply for this, but it'd be like, nah, I'm not gonna get it, so there's no point in me even applying. But Michael, what about you?
I hear that. Just off the back of what you said, though, I feel like it's real in the sense that, like someone, if a lot of people ask me, how did I get from the person I was kind of like to this Michael Mitch, who I am now, the BYH guy, the guy that's doing this, that, is literally, I just done stuff. Yeah. It sounds simple, but I just done stuff. They're saying, how did you go to this PR agency? How did you get this internship? Over that kind of transitional time that I had, how did you meet this person, access to so many different people? How did you go? I'd done something at Grayland PR. How did you go and speak here? It was literally, I just went out and done stuff, and I was genuine with people, and they like kind of reciprocated that. And I guess a bit of God's favor. Like people asking me, how did BYH even come out? This is such a good idea. Bro, I kind of just favor. Like obviously we had an idea, tried to execute it, and everything since then has just gone right. So it was just like, we're gonna keep the ball rolling, even with investment that we've got. It's just doing stuff, being genuine with people, and they will kind of share that. But in terms of gatekeeping, I'll be honest, I used to gatekeep bears.
Is it?
But why?
Why? Because the mentality that I had is that, like, I'm not going to share anything that can help you prosper if you're not, like, my people's.
Oh.
But this was, like, my old mindset. Because even what I was gatekeeping is, like, kind of funny, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just not helpful stuff, innit?
Yeah.
It's just not helpful stuff. So the kind of world that I was living in the hood is like, you don't share what got you to the point that you got, because nobody was helping you.
Yeah.
When you was, grinding from the bottom, no one wanted to show you love. That man was just, small boy in your thing. But when now you had motion and that, I had a bit of motion. Why am I sharing my tips with the people that weren't trying to? So I'm only trying to reciprocate that to the people that was helping me. So for example, like Dotun and I shared a lot of stuff with each other growing up, just because we was together, in the mud together. But I think as I've grown up a bit and like my goals and stuff are a bit more aligned, I think of a scripture, this is super bad that I've forgotten it now, but it's in Luke, and it says, give and it'll be given unto you, essentially. And I realized that I even get the scripture because I guess the camera now, I've forgotten it. But it's even why I've started BYH, or we decided to start BYH. Because when you give, I'm not doing it with like the carnal mindset of, you're going to get ahead. If you get ahead of me, that's calm.
Yeah, literally.
That's also okay. I know that my time will come, do you get? Yeah. And when my time comes, you're going to remember me because I've been relational with you. So I feel like even doing all the stuff at BYH, giving up, I'm doing it in the alignment of, okay, I'm giving. Not just so I can receive. I'm giving because like the morals that I have, the Christian in me would want me to give and see other people prosper. But in doing so, I know that it's going to work back for my benefit. 100%. I'm sowing into something that I can't necessarily see at this moment in time, but it's going to get there. Do you know what I mean? So
I love that you said that, because even my devotional this morning was about selflessness.
Wow.
And it was literally about giving. Like Jesus is literally was one of the greatest servants, but he's literally the king of this world. So if Jesus can serve others, what makes us think that we can't serve and like give on to others?
Literally.
So definitely important.
I guess even like kind of leads up us into like kind of the stuff that you do now. So like you said in the beginning, heavy on, I guess, going out, heavy on community outreach as well. And I guess your identity, you are a Christian. How's that been? I guess the Revival Society. Maybe kind of told the people what is that is, and I've seen you guys had an event recently as well. Let the people know, man.
So guys, follow the Revival Society on Instagram and TikTok. So it was founded by my best friend Ashaya. So
finally we get to talk about.
Yeah, literally we can talk about the best friend. So now she's actually a great woman of God. Like big her up. So she got a dream in like 2023, I think. And it was basically like a rapture dream, or like how like God is basically coming back soon. Wow. Yeah. So she added all her closest friends into a group and was like, guys, we need to get right with God. Because like her issue was as well with the modern day churches, like it's just very lukewarm. Like looking at the church is like, we all look perfect, but really and truly like inside we're not all the way there yet in terms 100%. Like to come in with Christ. Because I was even reading a scripture this morning and it talks about Jesus was talking to the Pharisees and he was like, outside you guys are clean, but inside you are like tombs that are like have like dead bodies or whatever.
Whitewashed tombs,
literally that one. So so Revival started and it was literally just a community of like a couple of friends just radical for God and like want to see a change in the world. But then eventually we grew and grew and grew. And now we have like about 80 members. We have a branch in South Africa as well, actually.
South Africa? Okay.
Yeah.
One guy.
Yeah. That's Congolese.
International. I'm multilingual. Multilingual.
Yeah.
That's very serious.
Yeah, so...
I didn't even know that was Congolese, bro.
Yeah. Bianca. Shout out Bianca. Shout out Bianca, man. She's like the South African branch. So we want to be global. So the aim of Revival is discipleship. Like we actually, because I feel like there's a lot of Christians that are saved, but then once they're saved, there's no one discipling them. And like true discipleship means actually watching someone grow in Christ, helping them find their purpose, whether that's fasting with them, praying with them. So we've obviously had our event Reviving Holiness, and it was based on the verse 1 Peter 1:16, be holy for I am holy. And that is just basically us wanting the church to come back to holiness. And obviously I'm not there yet, but it's something that's like a daily reminder that, precious, have you been holy today? Have you like acted like Jesus? Have you talked like him, walked like him, all those things? So
Wow. So then ages, this is all, you guys are all similar age groups?
Yeah, so like 20, some of us are like 18. There's some 15-year-olds in there. But I think the oldest is like 26.
26, okay.
Yeah.
How would you say that the group has like helped / impacted your life?
A lot. Like I feel like without them, because my best friend, one thing about her is like she doesn't let anything come between her and God.
Wow.
So like the way she will rebuke me sometimes, I'm just thinking, raw. But like,
needed.
She will not let her friend, like she loves Jesus too much and she cares for like souls a lot that even if she knows it might offend me, she will still tell me because like even Jesus said like, you know the verse that says iron sharpens iron?
Yeah, of course.
My pastor described it, Pastor Omar, shout out Arc 2.0.
Shout out, Pastor.
He described it as like when an
iron...
Arc? Yeah, I get Arc.
I've heard of it,
So when an iron like sharpens another iron, it's not nice. Like it's a painful thing because it's literally scratching against. So like when a friend is sharpening you, it's not always gonna feel nice, but it will help you in the future. So Ashaya is literally my iron. Yeah, she's actually my iron. And like everyone else in the community, like it's very community based. Yeah.
So talk about the event that you had. How did that go? Because I guess I was starting to paint a picture in the people's minds. The event that you had, how did that go down? How was it? Like when your reflections of the event, how do you think it went?
It was really good. Jesus definitely showed up. Like if it wasn't for him, like all glory goes to him because he really showed up. Like we prayed and fasted towards the event, but we only had like a month to plan. So realistically, the way it went, bruh, God was there. Like the tickets, the building got filled up in like 45 minutes. Like people were standing.
Yeah.
There wasn't like people. Obviously, the tickets were free, but like we didn't think that
many people would come.
People are falling underneath the power of the Holy Spirit. Yeah, it was really, really good. One of our friends came to share his testimony, and then we had like 2 guest ministers, and then Ashaya also gave a word as well from God. So
thank the Lord. So I think based on that, and we kind of spoke about how that's impacted you as a person, where, I don't know, man, in terms of like your journey and like the Revival Society helping that as well, I guess we've spoken a lot about holiness and stuff like that. To somebody or people out there, I can assume there might be a lot of Christians out there, and they may be thinking, okay, it's about holiness. Like, why is that important? What is the importance of that message that you're trying to get out there? Why is it so important? Why do you feel like it's something that needs to be spoken about? It's something that people need to hear about?
Yeah, this generation's tapped.
Real life.
Real life. Like, I was watching a film. You guys need to watch this film, Jesus Revolution, on Netflix. Okay. Like, it was basically, it was really good. It was basically in the 70s, these hippies came to Christ. And when I saw what they were doing back in the day, I'm thinking, like, what are we doing? Like, there's so many young people just living life as if they're not gonna die. Like, and people are like, oh yeah, I'll give my life to Christ when I'm older. Who told you you're gonna live? Like, God rest, was it Tammy, the lady, the girl that passed? And it's like, she didn't know she was gonna die. Like, none of us know. So it's like, we really want to emphasize that, like, Jesus is the only thing that matters. Like, Ashaya always says, like, if she could just live her life evangelizing with a backpack on her back, she would, like, just to spread the gospel. Because at the end of the day, when we die, I'm not gonna be Ashaya. Like, I can't say, oh yeah, revival. God is gonna ask me, what did you do?
Done in the time? Literally,
all the talents I gave you, how did you use it? So yeah,
I feel like it's a message, man. It's a message, because even, you know, we're all on our Zoom trying to get to where we're trying to get. It's something that needs to be spoken about, you know. I feel like a lot of the time we live for just today. We don't think about tomorrow. We don't think about what's going to happen. And what I feel like a lot of people don't realize is that you never know when that time is going to happen, right? And we can go into debates, pointless, silly debates, right? But you don't know when that time is going to happen. It's like God demands an account for what you've done in the body. Do you know what I mean? So God will literally ask you, what have you been doing with the time that I gave you, with the opportunity that I gave you? For example, for me, I think my personal walk kind of started when I came to uni. I'm very much of the belief that God will ask you, okay, these few years that I gave you in uni, what have you done with it? How was you fruitful with it? It's a big thing. I think, I'll flip it back onto you, so I'm not talking too much. I guess, what would you say to somebody or a Christian who says, I guess, I'm doing what I can at the moment, or like, God kind of knows where I'm at,
or like God knows your heart.
Yeah,
God knows my
or
heart,
I'm trying. What would you kind of say to, I guess, people who might think you're being a bit too much? You're forcing it a bit too much, you know. Everyone's at different kind of paces. How would you?
Jesus said that we'll do greater works than he did. So I don't think this generation is doing anything at all. Obviously, like, there's people doing stuff, but I feel like with the amount of Christians on this earth, I just don't see why there's no change. Like, even in Leicester, they want to start stopping Christians from preaching on the mic. And
I've
seen that.
Yeah. And I'm currently working on like a feature story to do that, because I'm just confused, like, why these things are happening. Obviously, it says in the Bible, like, in the last days, certain things will happen, but it's just like, there's always so much more you can do. And I think there's also just certain distractions the enemy has put in place so that we can't get to where we need to get to.
Thanks for making it this far, guys. If you're enjoying the episode, please be sure to give us a like and a comment. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, so we can continue making amazing content. Enjoy the rest of the episode. I want to ask you guys a question, and I feel like this is like a big one. I guess growing up, the generation that we are in right now, you know, the things that are prevalent in our community, the things that we see on a day-to-day, even at our age as well, right? With both of you, maybe even us, if I fling it on myself as well, being in the public eye, how do you reconcile with your position as a believer, your position as a representation of Christ, and also with all the different things you're trying to pursue, you being in the public eye? How that balance, where what does that balance look like for you? How do you manage that almost?
Would you say like how, despite everything that's going on, how do you keep God as the center?
Not necessarily. I'm also mean that with you being in the public eye and also you being a Christian as well, how do you reconcile with that balance? Because if we're being real here, like they can conflict.
Yeah.
Like the things that are normal in the world, I guess, just in day-to-day life, a lot of them can contradict with values that you have as a Christian, right? So how do you reconcile between those two?
I think it's just.
Do you understand the question I'm asking?
Kind of,
Okay,
yeah. Because I feel like, do you mean like? Repeat the question again.
So I guess let me try and make it a bit more simpler. You being in the public eye, pursuing your presenting.
Yeah.
People might say, you know, the presenting world, that kind of world, that industry, it conflicts with the values that you have as a Christian. How do you manage or reconcile pursuing something that's, you know, in a particular industry that can be very questionable when you line it up with, I'm a Christian, these are my values, I need to represent Christ? How do you manage to balance the two?
I think, because even when I went to the TV Awards the other day, there's a pastor that goes to my best friend's church, Next Generation Church. His name is Pastor Jeffrey.
Okay.
And he's a musician. So he was actually on the stage playing for Katy Perry. But he's literally a pastor. But I really do believe that God puts people in certain places that can handle it. So obviously I'm a BAFTA Young Presenter. Not every single Christian could do that. Like God has placed us all in different areas to do certain things. So I'm obviously there for a reason, to be a light. But maybe if someone else was brought into the red carpet, they would make those celebrities their idols. So I really believe it comes to like your relationship with God and hearing God's voice, being sensitive to the word of God. But then that comes with like consecrating yourself and like fasting also. You can actually hear the voice of God, which is something I'm obviously always working on, because sometimes I think I'm hearing God and then I'm not.
It's not, yeah.
So yeah.
Do you feel like there's any limitations or boundaries that you have, or things that you would say no to because of your beliefs?
Definitely.
Yeah, I feel like there has to be like a certain level of things that you can do and can't do.
Yeah.
Even what about you, Dots? I feel like even off camera, this is stuff we talk about all the time, but you're quite known on TikTok as well, but you're also a believer. How do you reconcile with the balance of the two, kind of pursuing the media industry, the influence and kind of side of things, but also I'm a Christian as well? How do you?
That's a good question. I'd say I always have to be grounded, and as Precious said, is to do with also your faith, talking to God, and also talking to people around you, because they can help you and guide you effectively. But because there's certain things that I know if I do in media, I was like, Christian wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So you have to know.
Literally. There's even been like sounds, because I like to dance.
Yeah.
And I'm dancing to it. I'm about to post, and God's like, "Why are you posting that?" So I just delete it, literally. So I feel like just understanding your convictions as well, and just just being sensitive to the Holy Spirit.
Nah, fairs, man. I want to encourage, man, just anyone out there that's pursuing what they're pursuing, to keep pursuing it. You know, I feel like there's a place for every Christian to be in these kind of spaces, because how else is, you know, the message gonna be or going to get to places where maybe a normal Christian that just works maybe a kind of job wouldn't be able to get into those kind of spaces. So but yeah, also I think even kind of like what you said, I really liked what you said before. You said sometimes you just kind of just live the way how we want. I feel like from my experience, I do a lot of evangelism and stuff like that. Even on my campus as well, we run the student fellowship, and a lot of people always say they're Christians, but I feel like there's no fruits to that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you're a Christian. I feel like being a Christian is the only thing you can say that you are without having to show any proof of it.
Yeah.
Like if I said I'm a driver, bro, where's my car? Where's my license? Where's my insurance? If I said I'm a hairdresser, where's my wigs? Where's my installments?
Yeah.
If I said I'm a footballer, where's my boots? Where's my team? Where's my paycheck? Being a Christian is the only thing that you can say, I'm a Christian. Okay, fine. Do you know what I mean? But the Bible says that, you know, we'll be judged by our fruits, Matthew 7:20. So I want to encourage everyone that's in the media, whether it's fashion, presenting, footballing, whatever you do it. But also, you know, let your fruit speak. Yeah. And I think there's a place for everyone, man.
And I was even going to say something. You guys know who Tyrone Jr. is?
I think
I've heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a prophet or like a pastor, but I think he was the leader of Wildfire Movement or something. But on TikTok, he must have said something like, you know, the verse, Matthew 6:33, seek the kingdom of God first. He said, God doesn't have a problem with you pursuing things. It's just that he needs to be number one. So like, if you want to get into the media industry, don't let any man of God or don't let any Christian condemn you for going, like, missing church, I don't know, present on the red carpet. Because at the end of the day, it's about like your heart, because someone can be in church and their heart is wicked. Someone can be on the red carpet evangelizing to the celebrities. If they don't go out there, who will? Like these celebrities, we don't meet them on Woolwich High Street. I can't evangelize to you, but I can go to the red carpet and encourage them, and that will be a seed sown. So,
and I guess it literally just goes again back down to your heart. You know, who do you have speaking to you? Because again, a Christian is the only thing that you can say that I am or identify as, and have no one above you or no one that you can speak to. If I'm a footballer, I'm going to have a manager. You know, if I'm a uni student, I have a lecturer. But a Christian is the only thing that you can say, oh, I'm this, but there's no one around me. Do you know what I mean? So I think there's a space for everyone. But it just, again, I think it comes down to, you know, your fellowship. What support system do you have around you to help you get into these spaces, these atmospheres? And when you are there, you know, who do you have that can hold you accountable and say, nah, I don't think this is a good opportunity. Like, for example, I have a friend who's a Christian, loves God.
Exactly
loves God. And she got invited to Love Island twice. But it's a direct contradiction to the values that she has. And she said no. But it's because of the support system, the network that she has around her within the church that she goes to that helps her to make these decisions and guides her through. So pursue your dreams. But, you know, don't do it unilaterally. You know, do it with a community, with that backing, and someone that can hold you accountable, man.
Definitely.
100%. So saying, kind of moving on, I guess, the Revival Society that's been going super well. And then just kind of to round up almost like you're doing your podcasting as well.
Yeah.
How's that going? Because you helped us.
Yeah, I remember when you messaged me. Actually.
Yeah, and also, what do you actually do in your podcast as well for the viewers?
Yeah,
Let them know, man.
I am starting up a podcast. I won't say the name yet, just because I need to like finalize certain things. But it's to do with like transformation, because I'm the type of person, I love hearing about people's stories. I guess that's the journalism in me. Like I like asking questions, knowing how you was before and how like God transformed you. So it's basically like a transformation podcast. And also like bringing people on my journey, letting people know who I am. Because even watching the Jesus Revolution film, it literally just showed beautifully what Christianity is. We're literally normal, flawed human beings that love Jesus. So it's like, yeah, we make mistakes. I want to let people know all the mistakes I made, but because of Jesus, this is where I am today. This is, so that's basically what
I feel like, do you ever see like the intersection between like a podcast and then the journalism, like doing the journalism-based podcast?
Yeah.
It's like you sit here and you talk about what's going on
in the world.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you see the kind of...
What, like link?
Yeah, do you see the kind of... Yeah, I don't know. You see the kind of... Yeah.
Do you mean like if I would do that?
Yeah, would you do that?
Yeah. My best friend was actually saying that I should start doing stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely something that I'm thinking of. Because I want to like... Because I used to like try to separate Jesus from like...
who you are,
who I am, but it's like Jesus is everything. So I shouldn't separate him. I should just include him in all the stuff that I'm doing. So yeah, he will be included in my journalism, my life, just everything. So yeah, the podcast will just be about journalism, Jesus, and me.
Just being yourself, really.
Yeah, literally, be yourself as well. Yeah.
Who else can you be if you're not yourself?
Literally.
I don't know. Unless you have a twin.
I wish I had.
Do you have a twin?
I mean,
no.
Yeah.
Literally. So I guess. As we kind of round up, I guess, what's next for you? What do you think what does the future hold? Like, you're a student, you're 20, doing all these amazing things.
Thank you.
What's next for you?
Just doing more, but on a greater scale. Okay. So, like, podcasting will come back. There's something that's going to happen. Gonna be big, but you guys will see when
I thought stop her, man. Push her leg, man.
No, when it comes out,
man. How greedy, how secretive.
How secretive. But yeah. So that will come out. What else? I think I'm going to go into freelancing because I can't see myself doing one thing, especially like being in uni. Mm-hmm. I've been juggling uni, BAFTA, and like other people calling me to do other things. So I don't see myself going into the working world and working for one.
You got more to give.
Yeah, I have more to give. So yeah, definitely just what I'm doing now, but on a larger scale. Revival, big.
Wow.
Journalism, big. Podcasting, big. Hosting, big. So yeah, watch out for Precious Always.
What about education?
In another life. In another life.
Yeah. But you'll finish uni, innit?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I have to.
Finish your studies.
Yeah, finish your studies.
Get to know. It gives you a platform.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
All right. Fair enough.
So to wrap it up, do you have any last words or sort of advice you would give to other young individuals that want to get into, interviewing, hosting?
Yeah, definitely just look out and see what's there. Like normally what I do is I go on TikTok and then I just search up like media opportunities. Because there's this one girl, she's black, but she's like, I think she's mixed race or like fair skin, and she's always giving like tips gems on how you can get into the presenting industry. The BAFTA Young Presenter competition, I think it comes out around April every year. So if you're between the ages of 10 to 18,
lock in
and apply for that. Word on the Curb does opportunities.
Yeah.
I've done something with them before.
Shout out Word on the Curb.
Yeah, literally.
I've met Havel and I've met both of them at GP as well. They're like mentors on the platform. So shout out, they're amazing.
Yeah, and force yourself to go to networking events because you don't know who you'll meet. Yeah, I used to not like to, but then if I didn't go to the speed mentoring thing, wouldn't have met you, wouldn't have met Andre. Shout out Andre, like so many people.
You wouldn't be here.
But yeah, literally. Yeah. Wow. And put God first, because without God, you're nothing.
Zero.
Yeah.
100%. So one quick question before we end it.
Yeah.
Would you say is more important who you know or what you know?
The way this world is going, who? I think who. Yeah, who. Because you can know something, but like it depends where you're going with it. Like in terms of like, if you're trying to get somewhere, then it's definitely who you know. But if it's like with what you know, someone can be so like clued up on their identity, and because of how confident they are, they can go on social media and become like a force, and like people just naturally gravitate towards them. So I guess it depends. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think that's a good place to kind of wrap it up. I think it's a very enjoyable episode. So many gems. Being yourself. Don't gatekeep. Whatever you give, it will be afforded back onto you. You spoke a lot about a shy, your best friend. So your network, who do you have that's going to help you? I guess once upon a time, the man used to just send me memes, fam. Like, you know what I mean? You have your friends sending you opportunities. So much stuff that we went over. So thank you very, very much for joining us today, man.
Thank you for having me, guys. I really like this. Yeah.
No, it's been a pleasure.
BYH, man.
Yeah, so if you're new, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below who you want on the podcast next or what do you want to see. And yeah,
let us know, man. Where can the people find you, the socials?
Precious Always with 2 Y's.
Two Y's.
TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat. And then Precious Always on YouTube.
Wow.
There we go, man.
But on that note,
I've been Michael.
Oh, I've been Precious.
And I've been Dotun. BYH.
Episode 5. We're out, man. Catch you on the next one.